Alright, hello, and welcome to Planet Zoo Console Edition on the PlayStation 5. We've been trying to play the campaign mode. I actually didn't even have all the DLC installed, I guess. Also, they mentioned that they're kind of having some issues with the Frontier Workshop. I imagine the servers are just flooded right now because everybody's playing the game. It is still release day. There are day one issues, and I need to be 100% transparent and honest about it. I was gonna get this game no matter what. Like, I'm a huge fan of Planet Coaster, and I love simulation games and management games. There's a few little things in Planet Zoo Console Edition that I think could be formatted or displayed differently to make it more intuitive and easier to use. But that's just a personal thing. Some people may not mind going through 100 tabs. I feel like it could be easier to get to certain management tabs than it currently is, and I feel like they could change it, or they could add a couple settings so that you get like shortcuts, or there might be like hidden keys, you know, like you can quick tab into things that I just haven't discovered yet because I've only played for a couple hours. And the game seems to struggle with high guest count numbers, which I've heard is an issue on PC. But I'm just telling you, as of right now, the zoo that I want to load now is struggling with guests. Like, it gets really chunky and the frame rate drops, and then the game gets really slow and it's awkward. But I want to reload into this to see if I can pull myself out of debt. And then if this is having an issue, we got plenty of other things we can do today. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Other than that, I would say the game is really good and really fun, and I've been enjoying it today a lot. Like day one issues that I kind of expected. So let's see. We're running out of money, and people need to go over here and start cleaning things. This is saying it's dirty, but it's not. This is saying it's without power, which I didn't realize, but that's true. Can I just move the whole... it's kind of hard to move a whole facility. I just want to see if I can move it to a place where we will have power and access, so I don't have to add a whole new power thing to it. Of course. Come on. Just grab every part of the building, please. How is it not, like... Come on. Just get every little piece. Every little piece. And then just move it over. Okay, we're losing... Alright. Well, let's try this a different way. How about that? How about we just get rid of it? What was this, like Chief Beef? Might be able to bring it down here. Put it next to that. That might work. It doesn't really want you to modify the terrain too much. This has been my first complaint about the game so far, is the work zone issue. So this, I want this in work zone 1, and I can't just do it from the building. I have to go to the work zone and then confirm it. So that I think I will report to them. Because this, when you click on these, should just have, like, it's listed now, but if you do it first, it won't be listed. Also, we have grizzly bears that need our attention. So, let's see. We're just about to give you some plants. Now, I've been adding plants since they get upset about certain plants. But I'm clicking on North America, right? Continent North America. And so it should list these things, but some animals are picky about like the plants that are there. Which is fine if that's the way animals are. But it's like, really? We can't do nothing about that? Plants. This is a whole different tab, huh? We should put the buffalo grass over with my actual buffalo. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, some of these things, it's like if you pick this, it hates this because this is technically a desert plant. It's like, I don't know why that's listed. Maybe because it's considered temperate? I don't know. I'm just gonna start throwing things down and hoping for the best. Really don't know what else to do. Still at 0. I don't know if it considers that a plant, really. Just one redwood did it. Just one big redwood did it. Okay. That works for me. Put the big redwood right in the middle. So then we click on him. And it'll be red. If they don't like it, it'll list it in red here, which is good to know. Enrichment is usually locked behind. It seems to be research, right? So food enrichment. Give them a frozen fruit block. Put that over here with the food as well. And then, do you have a toy? Do you want a big toy? Block of ice. Is that different? How's that different? You want a giant snowball? A giant snowball. Okay. And I think they can climb stuff. It wouldn't be here if they couldn't. Because they're grizzly bears. They can probably climb. But they're big. They're big boys. I don't know how they would climb something tiny like that. Let them jump out. No. No. Let them try to... Can they climb up that whole redwood? I don't know. I don't want to find out, actually. It seems like some of the snapping is a little bit weird, but I'll get used to it. Definitely get used to it after playing for a while. Ice blocks, taiga rocks, temperate rocks. What's up, turtle? How you doing, bud? We're playing the newly released Planet Zoo. Where's the turtles? In the other zoo. Although I might be able to get one because I need a exhibit animal. We could probably get a tiny turtle if you want. I don't know if I can really afford it right now. We can get a tiny. We can look at them. You want me to look at them? It would be under exhibit animals. There's snakes, insects, tarantulas, iguanas, frogs, snails, scorpions. There should be a turtle down here somewhere. Maybe not. There's a tortoise in the game. I don't know if, oh yeah, see? Tortoise right here. I'd have to build a whole enclosure for them though. And I can't really afford to do that, I'm sorry. I have a crocodile. You want a saltwater crocodile? Currently underwater. I think he's trying to eat the fish that come out of this thing. Got a special fish feeder for him. He's swimming. There's a bunch of animals in this game, though, and they're just not available right this second because it's campaign mode, so they like give you certain things. We're desperate for cash, so what do we do? Well, try to raise this to like $16. That's what we do. Oh, we also need donation boxes. That would help. That would have helped a long time ago if I remembered to do that. They're there. Sell drugs at the zoo? That would be cool. So we have, in this zoo right now, we have Nyalas, which are kind of like antelopes. We have lemurs, which are really tiny, apparently. I didn't realize lemurs were so small. There might be one up there. Oh, they're over here on the climbing thing. Look at him. He's gonna be scared of the vacuum. And this is a frog. Do you like frogs? We got a frog in here. A giant Goliath frog. That thing is huge compared to the other exhibit animals. And we have an anaconda, which is usually in the back corner, but I don't see it. Oh, it's in the other corner now. It moved to the front. No, that's the front. It's in the front. The yellow anaconda. Do 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 do. Clean the shit. I think my bison is taking a nap. My anaconda don't want none. That's right. Oh, frogs are like top 5. Frogs are kind of cool. I will say that frogs are kind of cool. Look at this bear. What's he doing? Licking himself inappropriately on the stream, of course. I like that he just kind of sits there like a person. He's just sitting there. Poison dart frogs? They're on the list. They're just not available now. Like, if I went into Sandbox, we could have all the animals ever. They are in the game, though. There's yellow ones and orange ones. There's 2 different kinds of poison dart frogs. There's like a golden poison frog and then the regular frog, and I think it comes in orange and blue. I need to hire like another mechanic? What is going on, dude? Should be able to get right there. This fence is apparently broken, but it's not letting me fix it. Oh my gosh! The buffalo just crashed through the fence. Oh no. Oh my god. Can we? Watch out! Good God. Crushed them. He almost dead. I don't know why he just did that. There was literally no... He like woke up from a nap and was like, you know what? I'm smashing through this shit. He chose violence today. Yeah, the tickets are overpriced. For a reason! Because I'm broke! That's why. Plus, there's too many guests in here anyway. Finally, I get this research. We had a disease problem earlier. We can unlock stuff for the bison. That might be a smart idea. So he doesn't get mad again. We got the ringtail lemur to level 5. We just got that frog not too long ago, so it's at level 1. The grizzly bear's the newest thing, so it's still at level 1. And then the anaconda's at level 2, and then there's like different diseases they can get that I have to research. Hepatitis is in the game. Samoan flu, salmonella, foot and mouth disease, classic swine. Get your H1N1. You get your canine distemper virus. You got botulism. Dude, make the best zoo ever. One day I will. Not today, but one day. One day I will definitely put work in Sandbox. That's kind of my ultimate plan in this game, but today was just learning the game, getting used to how everything works, and I'm figuring out. It seems to be running fine now. And I wonder if me not having that DLC installed was part of the problem. Hey, stop mating! Oh my god. Not in front of the children. There's kids in here. Well, that's it. You saw it. You saw the mating here live. And he's very proud of himself. We're gonna have to put a contraceptive on you, buddy. What is this? A grab ball? Oh, they can grab this ball with their mouth. I'm serious about the contraceptive thing because their population is going to be way too high. There's supposed to be like 3 in here, and now there's a whole family of them. Like I'm not joking. That was a serious problem. Overpopulation. Yeah, look at population's too high. I have to get rid of one. Is she pregnant? Offspring due. So how do I sell an animal? Send an animal to storage and trade center? Can I sell an animal to another zoo? There's got to be a way to do that. Quick trade. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think we can release them all to the wild either. Look at it just carrying this thing around in its mouth. That's unironically really cool. It's like, I'm taking this. I don't know where I'm going, but it's mine now. The diseases are happening way too often. There's a grizzly bear outside of its cage. Can we... please? They just break through, like they don't care. It tells you space requirements, but for some reason in campaign mode, it's not telling me like special barrier requirements. Like there's different barriers for different animals. And I'm assuming that the buffalo and the grizzly bear are too big and too strong for these tiny little chain link fences. And that's my problem. But I don't have a lot of options. I guess I could maybe replace them with concrete and put like a window in the concrete. I don't know. I don't know what else I can really do. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, how's it going? Just your average grizzly bear. Don't worry about it. Actually, two of them in here. They should be getting along. You never know. Maybe I just can't, maybe I just can't add or sell animals in this campaign, and I can't, trade them, and I can't euthanize them. So I'm just stuck with overpopulated Nyalas, I guess. Look at all the lemurs. They're eating in a circle. What are those, peanuts? Are they eating peanuts? Look at this. Family dinner. This is great. I haven't seen all the animal behaviors yet. Like, I've watched people play Planet Zoo, but there's obviously things in the game that I have not seen. So, it's great to see this all for the first time. Oh, hold on. Is that them making that noise? Lemurs are making annoying noises. You hear them? Put this on the ground in between. Just give them some stuff to climb around on. New console game, who this? What's up, Margin? How you doing, buddy? You like my, zoo? This is, the 4th level in the campaign, I think. We played for 6 or 7 hours earlier today, and I'm back at it now. It was having some issues. My grizzly bears keep breaking through the fence. How do I stop them from doing that? How do I get them to, like, not smash? I am liking things. There's day one issues, but it's like the usual console new game like day one issues. I feel like a patch will fix a lot of my concerns, so it's been running smooth today, right now. For this stream, it's running smooth now. Earlier, it was struggling with all these guests. All the guests. You vet research. Make sure you have mechanics to fix things. I think I do. I think I do. I think I do. I mean, I know I have mechanics. Because they're right here. I have like 4 of them. So, they're there. Like, how do I see, not that. This. There's a lot of tabs in the game. Like, I have vets, keepers, mechanics. Yeah, I have 4 mechanics. You think I should just train them, though? Like, because this one seems busy. Maybe that's my problem. Is this one's too busy. He's working alone. And I have to set this one to work zone 2, which is like the bison, crocodile, and grizzly bears. Feed them! If you feed them, they won't eat you! That's my new strategy. If you build barriers using walls and other construction items, they never break. Like just so you're telling me basically just use concrete? You could select the habitat and have someone come repair it whenever. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. They don't always respond. Like, you could see the barrier status. These are fine now, but I just fixed them. Like, even my lemurs are breaking out of the fence. What the hell is going on? What the hell? The diseased water is water and diseased. Lemurs, well-known arsonists. Probably. That would not surprise me. What's a really good way to make money? Because we're kind of hemorrhaging funds here. Besides donation bins, which I think I have. Did I think I put some over here, right? Put one there. Give me money. You want to save the bison? He's all alone. Look at him. He's sad and he's broke. Exhibit animals like bugs and butterflies. They breed fast and you can sell them. I can't sell in this challenge. It won't. In this campaign, it won't let me sell things. Or maybe they have to be a certain level or something? I don't know. Because I tried to sell one of these, and it said no. Like, I send it to storage, and then once it gets to trade storage, it won't let me trade or sell. That was my idea, too, because I definitely have too many Nyalas. I gotta just increase my food and drink price, I guess. Chief B. Yes, don't you like spending money? You love spending money. $5 for ice. That's the deal. You want ice? $5. The store names? What, Gulpy? Oh, it's the same as Planet Coaster. Like it's all the same shops. They one time they came out with a Ghostbusters DLC, and they had a Stay Puft marshmallow stand, and people could buy marshmallows. Hat's Fantastic is your favorite. Burrito Bonanza might be mine. I like Burrito Bonanza. Also, I'm just a big fan of burritos. Steak and cheese burritos, dude. I like a nice bean burrito. Like a nice bean burrito. 3 beans, please. That research completed for the bison. So we can take this off. Okay. Where's my anaconda? My anaconda don't want none. Let's fricking go! Let's do it! Let's do the thing that we like to do. Does education raise, like, money? I think I should educate more people. I think people should be educated. What do you think? I like that it actually links to the animals that you have and not just every animal in the game, because I do have the Ultimate Edition and I do have like all 600 animals or whatever the hell it is in the game. California burrito. What is that? What's in that? What's in a California roll? What's in a California burrito? What makes it Californian? Is it just like surfing? What makes it a California burrito? Hey man, we're here to eat your burritos, dude. Yeah. Higher education means they spend more money. Okay, good. So we'll have to do that. That's what I was hoping for. Why is this on the front? Why is this on Frontier if it already exists? Somebody made a thing that already exists. There's Vista points, just like in Planet Coaster. I mean, I get it. Holy projection screen, dude. Let's watch a big movie on the wall. What if we put Planet Apes in the ape enclosure? Also, no joke, but the original Planet of the Apes is one of my personal favorite movies. I love it. It's so fun. It makes me smile every time I watch it. And the third one, I think it's Conquest, right? The one where they worship the nuke. That one's sick. That one's like unironically really cool. I just think the whole plot is like messed up. So I like it. They like live in the New York subway and they have this golden nuclear missile that they worship. And that's the whole plot of the movie. That's all you need to know. It's awesome. It's so cool. No, I know. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happens in the movie, though. The first one I could spend hours talking about. Was that third movie? I don't know. It just hits different. Look at all these people in my zoo. Look at all the people. Where do they all come from? It's great to see you and have you here, Margin. I hope I can give you a proper shout out. Because I know you are also a Planet Zoo gamer. We had some other Planet Zoo people pop in today, which was super cool earlier. And don't worry, I'll get to the good stuff. I'll get to building. I'm gonna start out slow, you know. I wanted to have more illustrious enclosures, and then the animals were like, "If you put that plant there, I'm gonna scream." So. Alright, what did we get for the anaconda? Let's see. We already got all this stuff. Enrichment logs. Just throw all of them in there, and now I guess it can wiggle upwards. I don't know. It's just more additions to the layout. Okay. That was the grizzly bear level 2. We'll send this person to do the frog. What did we get for the grizzly bears? He's scratching his butt over here. Oh, large roller feeder. Put that right against the tree. We get a toy. Fire hose. Do you just put these wherever? Does it matter where I place these? Like, does the keeper need to like go and reactivate the toys? How does that work? I'm gonna put it over here. Wherever is fine. Do 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 do. Okay. I think we got another drink shop. Food shop. The bears are fighting? What is this? Dangerous animals are fighting due to incorrect sex ratio. There's 2 girls. Wait, no, is it 2 males? I thought there was 2 females. No, it's 2 males. Well, I can't even get rid of it. Like, I can box it up. I'm not even sure I can get rid of it. Just stuck with 2 alpha males boxing. I could have sworn it was 2 females earlier. It switched the sex when I loaded back in. I'm not even joking. We can get a female. Bear boss chest bumping. If you could fight one animal, what would it be? No, don't answer that. I'm joking. I'm joking! It was a joke. Don't actually answer that question. Gold means it's done. Animal from the Muppets. Good choice. Thank you for saving me from getting in trouble. They're all fighting over burgers out of here. Bernie's Bake Shop. I'd hate to have to, like, expand my zoo so much, but I have nowhere else to put this. Bernie's Bake Shop, huh? Why is there like a thing to watch people? This is where the employees lounge and you can watch them not do their job. That's what that's for. So is this actually cupcakes? The Bernie's Bakes is only in Planet Zoo and not Planet Coaster. Anniversary cupcake. That's gonna cost you a whole $9. That's a big wallop, guy. Sprinkles. That's lots of sprinkles. Lots of sprinkles. That's gonna cost you even more money. Does it have the advertising thing? No, it just works. The signs just work. Imagine. Wait, you don't have to assign the. You don't have to assign the signs. They just work. What is this? Whose frontier is this? There's no way. I don't buy it. You know how many times in Planet Coaster I had to click on the sign and then click on the bathroom to tell people that the bathroom is where the sign is pointing to? Do you understand? Do you know? You can put video ads and link them to the... Okay. That's actually a good idea. Should I do that? Like any video? Like if I do one of these? I got a tiny little screen like that. Tiny little... Hey, there's a bathroom where this sign right here. Hey, why is it so small? Oh, okay. It's not like a middle. There's not like a middle size. What the fuck is this for? Hey, if you need to know where the bathroom is, there's a sign. Imagine. Holy crap. Why is it getting larger? What is that? Just give me a normal size. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm in a shoot for something. I mean, what? Okay. This is... Here. Hold on, I gotta bring it out a little bit. There you go. Select advertisement. Chief beef, American buffalo. Wait, where's the, what is it? Somebody's baked goods? It's not even listed on the thing. Isn't it Bernie's? Yeah, what the hell? Where is it? Should be alphabetical. Hello? It's not even listed! I don't think it's working. Unless it's backwards. It's backwards? No, it's just not working. Okay, hold on. Okay. There's not one for Bernie's Bakes, but there's one for Chief Beef. There's one for Chief Beef, which is fine. Fine. They need to know there's a Chief Beef way down there. That's fine. It'll probably give us more stuff. I have $200. We're gonna lose. By the way. In case anybody was wondering. So remember that grizzly bear? So I go to this. Right? I go to Animal Trade Center. Can I sell them? I can. I couldn't do it before! I was able to just sell it now. Wait, hold on. Why couldn't I do that before? Is it just certain animals? Can I not sell them if they're pregnant? Is that, like, maybe that's the reason? Can you not sell babies? This baby was just born. You cannot sell pregnant animals. That would make sense. If they're pregnant, you can't sell them. That's fine. But can you sell a brand new baby? They have to be adults and not pregnant. God damn it. Well, all my adults are pregnant! And it's all your fault. I saw what you did. You hopped over the fence and you got busy, you sicko. I'm just kidding. Margin's a great person, and I hope one day I can impress him with my skills. Today will not be that day. Today is not the, Underdog actually knows how to build day. That's not today. Today is the Underdog's still an idiot. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, I'm still a fool. The buffalo poop has disappeared. The habitat cleanliness is due to the water. Do I actually need like a water cleaning thing attached to it? To the river? Because there's water treatment and water temperature, but there's not water cleaning. You need a filter? I don't fucking know where that is. How do you get one of those? Under treatment? Is it like something I have to unlock? Like under diseases? What's the disease in the water? Because that's been the issue all day. It just says cleanliness. This is a disease risk. But it doesn't tell me what the disease is. Water treatment is the right thing. But it's super expensive. I don't think I can afford it. There are no items. It does no longer exist. Water treatment. That wouldn't like cleanse the whole river though, right? It just cleanses this area? Oh, you could just grab that building. Before I wasn't allowed to grab the building because they were like, "You can't do that. That's crazy. It'll clean the whole ass river." Oh, okay. It's $2,000. I have inefficient funds. But maybe, and just perhaps, I can sell that one for $100. This one I cannot sell. For some reason. Animal cannot be sold. It just sucks. Someone buy Chief Beef. It's pregnant? It wasn't pregnant before. It got pregnant in the animal shelter. God, what are they doing in there? It's not pregnant. It would say pregnant. This one's not pregnant. This one says adult, 11 years old. That's not pregnant. It's not pregnant. It's just the game hates me. That's what it is. There's a visiting player. Is it the same guy? The same guy. This same guy keeps coming to my damn zoo, and he looks just like me. Who the fuck is Dominic Wells? And why do you only have a ejectum? He stole my beaver hat. Get him out of here. That man stole my Daniel Boone beaver hat. That son of a bitch. Alright. This is causing me so many headaches, dude. It'll clean the whole ass river. I'm trusting you, Margin. You know this game better than I do. It literally did it immediately. Are you joking me? Are you cereal? Well, now I have no money, so I lose. That's okay. We can, fire somebody. Right? That would save me money. Fire all the mechanics. Fire everyone! Fire them all! They have all been fired. Animals? We're trying to save myself from going bankrupt. I have $200 in my pocket. Yeah. They're like $90 each. The overpopulation might save me. Hold on a second. Turn his contraception back on. What's the most expensive animal? Can I breed the grizzlies? Where's the girl? I was supposed to get a female grizzly. Where is she? I just turned green. Yeah, I'm learning what I can and can't sell. You can't sell an animal if it's pregnant or sick. Or if it's just a really crappy animal and nobody wants to buy it, I guess. I don't know. She's smelling the flowers. She's running around. She's having a good time. And there's the boy, the big boy. He's got scratches on him because he got in a fight with another grizzly bear at one point. Because when I reloaded, it swapped their gender. And hey, I'm not critiquing anyone. I'm just saying that's what happened in the game. Because it is. The Nyla market is saturated. It's too many Nyalas. Nobody wants an antelope. Is this a keeper? Who's this? Is this a keeper? He's cleaning it now. How does he clean the water? Does he go in there? Does he swim with the crocodile? Like Crocodile Dundee? He's just cleaning up poop with a vacuum. That's not helping clean the water. Animal is thirsty. Oh, it's a good thing there's water right in front of you. You don't like that water? Is the water treatment close enough to the water? Yeah, it was all green, so the answer is yes, but the game doesn't care. And they keep getting disease, but it doesn't tell me what the disease is. And it keeps complaining that my animals are thirsty. Oh, we're so close to failure. Yeah, if the water is green, I'm assuming it's good enough. Look, see? Yeah, it's affected. It says 100%. The game's just dumb. The game's just not realizing that it's been done. Zombie in your head. What's up, zombie? You forgot to do a raid message? It's okay. The fact that you're here means a lot to me, because I know you also love Planet Zoo, and I would like to lie to you and tell you it's going great, but we're low on money. I keep having diseases, and I don't want to spend all my money on curing diseases, but I think that's my best option in terms of research. Stupid botulism. Stupid botulism ruining my whole plan for world domination. I mean, conservation? What? Welcome to the hell of figuring out Planet Zoo. I'm just confused why... This just says fever. It's not. This isn't even real. Look at it. All of these are capitalized. This one's just like, yeah, it's Q fever. It's not a conspiracy. It's just QAnon fever. What? It's not even a real thing. Oh, my goodness. If I knew what the disease was. Queso fever. Too much cheese. Damn, that's how they get ya. That's how they get ya. Did you see my climbing thing I built? I built a ladder. And it kind of works. I mean, they can climb it, but sometimes when they go up it, their whole body goes sideways because they're supposed to climb, like, up the planks, not the other way. I kind of did a rush job of it, but... Do-do. I feel like this is not at an angle where it makes sense. There you go. Go up the ladder again, because it's funny. They're all dancing in the sprinkler. This one's taking a nap, not even in the bedding that they have. They were all eating in the... This one's sleeping in the food, and this one's eating in the bed. Figure the bed's up here, like on the second level, but they're not really going up there. And I don't know if it's connected properly, because I don't know how to see that. There's heat maps for animals. How do you see climbable stuff? Like, I thought there was a menu option for that, and I have not found it yet in the game. This animal has eaten guest food? Somebody threw a burger. Somebody threw a chief beef burger at my bison? Look at that! Somebody threw a chief beef into my... Is that would that be vandalism? Would you consider that vandalism? He's gonna get sick from eating he ate a bison burger. Oh my gosh, he's a cannibal. What do we do? What do we do? I like that he doesn't have a shelter, but the game is reading that he does. Because I moved it. I moved it and it's gone, by the way. The alligator had a big one, and then I don't really know what happened. I guess it got deleted randomly. To see where they can climb, check out the heat map for traversable area. Traversable area. Traversable. Well, this isn't listing anything of it. Oh, wait. Select animal to show. Oh, you gotta click on the animal. Okay, it's working, I think. Well, that's kind of fucked up, but hey, there, look at that. Kinda. Okay. Okay, you have to click on the animal first. Thank you, Margin. That helped a lot, actually. That answered all my questions. So blue is walkable, green is climbable. So they can get there. They're just not. They're just not doing it. Is that what it is? They're just not. They can get there, they're just refusing to. Lemur gonna lemur. I mean, at least now we know they can, right? I think I can. I think I can. Do, 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 do. We're learning. We're learning. So if I click on the animal, like the grizzly bear, for example, right? And then I go to this. Can't really climb up there. It has a light green thing. I don't know. I thought they could maybe climb up there. I wanted them to climb up the tree and then jump out and escape and eat me. I mean, no, that's not what I wanted. We got money back. I have no idea how we did that. I have no idea. I hope somebody on the Frontier shop is making some good shelters for animals, because that's what we need. These basic ones are gonna get old soon. Do 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 do. There's a plant. I put one plant in there. This buffalo hates trees, dude. Hates them. If you put trees in here, this buffalo gets mad. Don't do this. Look at it. Buffalo grass for the bison. Come on. Be happy now. Oh my god, it hates it. He hates it. He hates it. He hates it. He's too picky. He says, no, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. We could probably get another animal. There's only one macaque on the page, and that's weird to me because I feel like they need to be in groups. Turtle was here asking for turtles. We could do tortoises. That would be pretty easy. They're super basic to take care of. We just need our animal numbers up. If you look at the animals tab for foliage, you can click the continent. I did, but it hates them. I literally, I know. I did that. And it's still mad. It's still mad about it. Did you click biomes too? Yep. Yep. North America. North America, temperate, taiga, whatever. The bison hates it. Hates trees. Hates me. He hates you. Hates everything. And really, we just don't need that kind of negativity in the zoo right now. I know, okay, I've learned. We don't need huge enclosures. So I'm gonna make a really small enclosure. Make a really small enclosure. And I'm gonna put a tortoise in there. Do 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 do. Alright. Tortoise fuck. They have like 5 kids at a time and they literally take 20 years to age up to a point that you can sell them. Is that good? Or bad? Like, taking 20 years for me to sell them is bad, right? But having 5 kids at a time is good. If you're looking into breeding for profit, which is something I always do. God damn it, I'm sorry, the setup was there. I'm a whore. God, I'm sorry. I am trying to behave. Anyway. I got something for the frog. So are you saying tortoises are good or bad? I mean, I'm gonna pick them, so. Somebody came in earlier asking for turtles, and that's the closest thing to a turtle we can get. Plus, they're really cheap. Wait, is there only one on the market now? Where'd the other one go? Oh, we got a new snow leopard on the list instead. Alright, well, this is gonna cost me conservation points. That's okay. I mean, I just need a number. Like, I just need an extra animal. It's not really about whether it's a tortoise or not. Just need something. I believe it's the Galapagos giant, because that's the one we had earlier in the game. Do they really need hard shelter? I mean, they live in a shell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. All right. That is a male giant. Oh, it's a giant tortoise. I guess that's different than a Galapagos. Now, would there be different filter options? Algebra. It just needs enrichment. How's it gonna eat a block of frozen fruit? Excuse me? Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. I need a house for my house. So I'm picking stuff, and then later on it's gonna say it hates this stuff. Watch. It's gonna say, no, I hate that. That's what they always do. Because this is like not the right type of grass. Even though it's listed and it's tagged to the animal and the biome and the... Look at this. Apparently it can live anywhere. Is Africa tropical? Africa. Africa. Biome. Tropical. Continent. Africa. Look at this! Look at the size of that tree! My God. Oops. I can't believe it actually wants a shelter. That's kind of goofy to me. Do. How's he even gonna get up there? He can't get up there. Oh, wait a minute. He's got a lift mode. He just elevated himself. Did you see that? That's crazy. Alright, people are mad about this building being so close to the path, but, like, literally? Where else do you want it, you know? Because it needs to be touching the water. I kinda need it. I kinda need it over here. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Feed the animals. Feed them. That's your job. Your only job. What are you doing? That better be food. That doesn't look like food. That looks like water. They need food. They're like my animals are starving because my vet won't even feed them properly. Which is also what's happening over here. Like, they've never once gotten food. I don't understand. The vets aren't feeding. That's not my fault. That's the game's fault. Every now and then there's food here. There's a way to mark how much they're getting, right? Like how often they're being fed, because it needs to be way more often. Alright, what do we need now? Obtain a staff happiness of 75. Have 7 habitats, we have 6. Have 4 exhibit species, we have 2. So we'll get another exhibit. Well, we could get these 2. That would be additional. That would be an additional 2. But I'm not crazy about it. All right, there. I feel like everything's over here. I need to start like building in a different direction. I know the map goes up this way. And it kind of stinks to have to say this, but I really feel like we do Have to expand, and I know that's going to cost me money. I know I shouldn't do it, but I think I have to. Because going the other way is just kind of seeming like stupider and stupider. No, these utility things need to be like hidden or away from the path. So I might have like a staff facility back here of some sort. Oh, I just got new research. Okay, Q fever. Right. Do the tortoise. These are still going. They're just taking forever. Uh-oh. Give me money. give me like tortoises. Here's the thing for tortoises. Do these have to be like really separated that much? I'm not sure. I feel like putting them all a bunch next to each other is probably not the best thing in the game. You never know. All right. Staff wages is costing me so much money. Staff wages is sending me into the tank now. It's like I can't just keep firing people. I have to use conservation points to get an animal. Do male, female puff adders. 2 of them. Hey, you. No, I need... Oh my god. How do I tell this person to check this out? Exhibit 3. Puff adder. Temperature needs to be raised. At least 75 degrees. Get a little desert background for that one. The Puff Adder. Habitat 6 is the grizzlies. Stop throwing burgers over the fence! God damn it. Gonna get them sick. Very exciting tortoise exhibit. It's been in the same place the whole time. Let's go. I can't even. I wanted to add another facility up here, but I can't actually even afford it. Let's take a look at the Puff Adder. Yep. There's 2 of them in there. Hey, you can see them. It's kind of small. But we love all animals of all sizes, and that's, you know, that's the way Dr. Dolittle taught us how to do it. No, don't inbreed. How do we stop? How do we stop that? God damn it. How do we stop that? They need Jesus. Do we just put contraception on and then box them? I could probably sell the male, but then I don't know if I'll have a replacement male at some point. Had to put an end to that. That's the problem with having like second and third generations in there with the same male we've had for a while. But I think we just had a male be born. Yeah, this is a young male here. Put contraceptions and wait till you have a new male in the store? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. There should be more on the market eventually. Yeah, there's one on the market now. Not that I need it because my population numbers are too high as it is. Pooping stuff. An outsider. You're an outsider. Get out of here. Apparently they feed from that, but it's not like loading the food onto it. There you go, there's some food for you. Finally. Was that just hay? Oh wow. How exciting. Alright. Pause. Do 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 do. So ATMs work different in this game because you don't need like a path. You could just put them on the path. This is actually a better way to do ATMs, I think. Because ATMs are like a separate facility in Planet Coaster. And sometimes it's annoying. It's like, oh, I gotta add one more thing to my path. You know what I mean? This game, you just kind of seems like you slap them down and you're good to go. There's your ATM. That should incentivize more spending. Loony balloonies. How well? I know balloons do pretty well. How well do you think? If like I put it way up here, I can't imagine it's gonna make that much money, right? But if I advertise for it with this, instead of doing the Chief Beef advertisement, hold on. Loony balloonies. Scroll down. God damn it, it's not even there. What is up with this game? Obviously, that's the only thing I would ever want to advertise. Why is it Chief Beef? Chief Beef doesn't need advertisement. It's the McDonald's of this universe. Everybody knows what Chief Beef is. You don't need to advertise Chief Beef. Like, why are there commercials for McDonald's? Nobody forgot they exist. Yeah, this is going to be a new work zone here. You wanted it? We got it. Boo-ee-doo. Where are my staff? There they are. Yeah. Have to do training because you guys are just clearly not doing your job. Also, I hired a security guard and it gave me a bonus one. Because I definitely did not hire a second one. I don't remember doing that. There's a baby cub and nobody told me! The game literally didn't give me the alert for this baby. Look at the baby! Oh my god, I'm gonna screech at the top of my lungs. Look at him! It's like the bear, but smaller! That's too cute. I can't handle that. That's the cutest thing I've seen all day. That's too cute. That's too cute. This is too cute for me. Look at his little butt. He's so little. I got a baby. He's just my little baby. Hey. God. What? Bro. Thank you. Look at that. That's the improved fence now. Even more climb proof. They can't climb over either side now. They can't climb out and nobody can climb in. I know you don't need both sides, but that's just what I'm doing, okay? Leave me alone. Where's the turtles? There's one right here. We have a tortoise right here. If you're looking for an exhibit turtle, I haven't seen one on the market yet in campaign. There's a lot of frogs and stuff. Let's see. There's iguanas and frogs, and spiders. I don't see a small turtle. I thought there was like sliders or something. I thought there's gotta be a small aquatic turtle. Maybe it's just not available right now in the campaign, or it's just maybe it's a DLC that's not out on day one. I don't know. We're gonna do tarantulas on this side. Brazilian pink tarantula. There she is. The other one's like in the dark corner back there. Ew, a spider. It's not ew, it's beautiful. God damn it. It did the same thing again. I can't believe it keeps doing that. Okay, so when you try to delete this part, I think you have to split from group first, which they should tell you, they should warn you. Because I don't need these educational things on the back. And they're just wasting money by existing. There we go. I thought you wait, you like snakes though, right? We have a snake. See? Yeah, puff adder. Is it possible to put the generator under the ground? I don't know. And I'm playing campaign, so I would guess no. In sandbox, I would bet yes. In franchise, I don't know. Because putting the generator underground makes a lot of sense, but you still need the path connected to it. Because it can break down or something, and then you need a mechanic to fix it. So you could do it underground, but you would need a path somehow. If that makes sense. And I know there's like a wind turbine thing. I don't know if you can put that underground. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, Margin knows. He's played a lot of this game. So if you've got more questions like that, ask Margin or Zombie or somebody that's had actual in-game time with Planet Zoo more than me. Because I've only played it for about 10 hours today. I'm still learning some things about it. Mechanic research is finally complete. I feel like I keep researching food shops, and then my only food shop item is like Chief Beef still. What is happening? Oh, it gave me vending machines is what it did. Now, do these work the same way? Because in Planet Coaster, they're not great. Like, I doubt I'll make $500 back from that. Yeah, they're not great. Ugh. Well, we'll have one at the entrance, and then yeah, people just don't really use them, right? That's the issue. Like, they're perfectly functional, just nobody actually will go to it. They'd rather use like an actual store. This is going to be a waste of money. Please use it. They're looking at it. They're thinking about it. Don't just look at it. God damn it. Buy an ice cream. And people are finally going up here. Let's go. We're gonna put a exhibit here. But I just want to save more money first. We just need one more animal. I just need one more animal. Can we just get like a really cheap animal on the market? Because we could be done with this level. I could just get snow leopards for conservation points. What do you think? That's probably the plan. That's probably the plan. Not sure you understand the question. Can I ask in a different way? Margin, why are you so amazing? That's the real question. I gave you a shout out earlier, but I'm gonna do it again! Because you really deserve it. Margin Walker is, I don't know, just one of those people that you really want to give all your support to, but then they like play Starfield at the same time, so it's, you know. I don't hate Starfield. I don't have to play it because I have a PlayStation, so. There's rumors that it was gonna be like one of the games that Bethesda was gonna send over to the PlayStation. I don't know if that's true. But alright. Playing on PC, there's a limit of structures. Oh, you're talking about the complexity meter. Is that what you're talking about? It was lagging earlier, but now it's not lagging. How much stuff can you add from a console to a PC? Wait, what? Are you talking about the complexity meter? Because the way you're asking it is weird. If you're asking if there's a complexity meter, the answer is yes, but you'll probably never max it out, because only 2% of Planet Coaster people actually maxed it out. And yet people complained about it. So that just goes to prove people complain about things anyway. I don't even know where to see it on this. Here you go. I'm at 18%. And there's all of this. So, you know, don't worry about it too much. I don't know how you would transfer things from PC to console, though. Can you get DLC animals in franchise? Of course you can. Yeah. If you have a DLC animal, you should be able to get it no matter what. As long as you install the DLC. Campaign mode? No. There's certain scenarios for the DLC, though. Like, and I'll get around to it, just not today. Obviously, I don't have time. Invalid destination. Excuse me? Is it because there's no gate? Is it because there's no gate? Aren't snow leopards really shy? Do I have to make this one-way glass? I don't think you can do that on regular glass, can you? Yeah, whatever. We just need them in the zoo. At a panda habitat? I can't. It's not an option. I can't. Do you know how expensive? I have $7,000. You understand? Do you understand what you're telling me to do? What? Each panda would be more than that. The pandas are the most difficult animal in the game. We've already dealt with pandas. No, not again, unless I absolutely have to. If China allows it, I'm not in China anymore. I don't know where we are. I think we're in America. I forget. I forget what part of the world we're in right now. What is going on? Send it to my zoo. Thank you. There we go. We did it. Now we just have to earn profit. But we want to make sure that the snow leopard is happy first. By covering everything with rock and snow. They took all of U.S. pandas? Well, that's not true, but okay. That's just, I don't know why you're spreading propaganda. I've seen pandas in 2 different zoos in real life. So, I'm pretty sure they're not in... I'd never been to China, and they weren't in China, so... Thank you for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it, guys. I'll be streaming Planet Zoo a lot. Not just campaign mode, but eventually I'll be able to get to Sandbox where I can really shine and show off my building skills. We're just doing the real basic stuff right now. Do. The snow's gonna melt. That's what's happening. The snow is melting. I need to be a cooler. Okay. Stop! Stop where you're going. Stop right there and be cute. How am I? I'm fine. A little bit tired. but that's just because I've been staring at my screen all day. Focus on cute animals. Did that not count? No, it did. I just need bedding. Whoa! It got up there. That was crazy. I knew leopards could jump, but that was kind of bonkers. Why'd you get reboxed? What? I didn't do that. Why'd you get... They got reboxed for no reason. Asia Taiga. Give them some bushes. And we want big trees. Let's go. I don't know if you can select non-climbable to these trees. I hope so. I really don't want my snow leopards to escape. That would not be good. This is counting for part of the shelter, which is weird. They're gonna terrorize the zoo if they escape? Yeah, probably. You're not wrong. There we go. I know there's ice rocks. I don't really know if there's like snow-covered rocks, because there are in Planet Coaster. Do. Just throw a couple things around here, so it's not super boring. okay if it's a little bit boring. Because we don't really want to spend too much time or money here. Alright. So what do we need now? Oh my god, they're so fast. Oh! It just climbed out. It just climbed out. Okay! Alright, we have to edit these barriers. It was like, I'll see you later. I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. Get back in there. I don't know how the vet is gonna get back there. Not really sure. Do 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 do. Where's the other one? The other one's missing. Jochi, why did you escape? Why did you do this? Just chilling, being a fluffy cat. Oh, it jumped back in. Okay. It jumped back in. Which means that it can jump out from here. Which then means we don't. How do I select the whole habitat? Confused. Climbing enabled on the corners. That's the problem. You can climb up the corners. I think it could probably jump to the roof still, though. It wasn't like climbing, it was like jumping up there. Which is a problem. Because I don't know how high a barrier can go. Like back here? If we edit this barrier? Is that like enough? I don't. Do. It's just being weird now. Like, I get why it's doing what it's doing, but I don't know how to get it to not do that. That's not what I want. I'm not sure if that's high enough. Like, honestly, I have no idea. I hate the way that it's making it look. It's really not doing what I wanted to do. You weren't lying when you said you had to play all day? Yeah. No, I was serious. The problem is, the barriers are way too restrictive for console. Like, it shouldn't be this complicated to, like, build a barrier the way I want to. It's just, it's not great. And I don't know how high these can jump. Because the snow leopards keep jumping up and climbing out. Obviously, I don't want that happening. It looks complicated. It's not even that it's... I don't know how to explain it properly, I guess. Is that it's annoying. It's like I have to select this, then go to edit barrier. Then select the section I want. And then it's not even smoothing out. Because you have to do section by section by section, right? And you can't gradually do it. And that is not the same height as that. It's just whatever. Whatever. We'll worry about it later. Good news is we should have a drink shop now. Another Gulpy should be available. Do. Confirm. Also, we have snow leopards, and the snow keeps melting. So, or it's like it's a camera. It's being weird with the camera. Does this happen on PC? Parts of my snow are disappearing. Look at that. It's too hot. It's not. I have coolers in here. It's just those areas are so small, I guess. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're too small. $32, huh? Like, I guess it's deceptively small. It's a deceptively small area. It looks like a big circle, and then you build it, and it's like 1/3 of that. It's very similar, but it's made for a mouse and keyboard. I just want to click and draw a barrier. We beat the level.
I tasked you with building a zoo.
Took me like 2.5 hours to beat this level.
Targets to hit, but wouldn't you know it? You hit them all anyway. I think it's high time we dropped that apprentice from your title, huh?
We beat the level. That's all we had to do was get the snow leopards happy. That's all we had to do.
And to be candid, I'm particularly glad you hit the profit target, as I paid way over the odds for the land. Frankly, the amount I spent per square foot...
Look at this, Corey.
Think I'd bought a
There's
penthouse apartment with solid
workshop.
Gold
There's not a whole lot on here because it's day one.
It was worth it, though.
But people will make stuff. There's already a few things in here.
Apparently, they wanted to parcel it up and sell it off to various mining and energy consortiums. They're the sort of people
a few little
squeeze the oil
builds.
out of the Mona Lisa if they could.
Some basic stuff, some like domes and entrances and basic enclosures. So yeah, this is how you share things. I'll definitely build some stuff and put it on there at one point. And I'll subscribe to that and use it in one of my zoos. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom. My leg. All right, the Great Caldera Safari Park. Thank you for the follow. We were streaming a couple hours earlier. And now we're back at it, continuing with campaign mode. Other than the barriers, everything is easy to control. That's what, it's weird because it's the thing that like should be the most basic. If I can build a roller coaster, I should be able to just build exhibit walls.
I'll get straight to it, shall I?
My
This is our
like in
great
terms of
Caldera Safari
awkward
Park.
controls,
It's been quite
that's
a
the number
slow
one
operation
thing.
until now,
And a
but
few of the
we've
tabs
just been
could just
donated some
have,
land. And
I don't
so,
know, shortcuts.
like my waistline at Thanksgiving, we're gonna expand.
Elephants.
And I think the best way to finance
Heffalumps.
that expansion
Heffalumps. There's
is by
elephants!
finishing off our 4x4
Ooh!
adventure tour track ride. It'll be a wonderful way to let people safely see wild animals really up close. Although, if you've ever had a mandrill sit on your windshield,
Give a shout out to Corey.
It's a little too up
She
close.
built a zoo at one point
But
too.
the main focus of the sanctuary will be
But she's
breeding
been
and
really
releasing
busy
animals
on
of all
building her
kinds
own game.
back into the wild. And as it's a sanctuary, we'll also have to take in animals sometimes. Does that all sound simple? Good, because there's more. We also need to make sure we educate our guests and achieve a very high conservation rating. Well, that's all. Off you go.
Just knowing that this game, like everything you see is built piece by piece. There was a really pretty shot. Where was it? It was a really pretty shot somewhere. It was like things were like arching over. It was like metal structures arching over you. So this is the queue. Welcome back to Planet Coaster. This is the queue. It literally is Planet Coaster. That's what this is. You get your entrance exit and then the ride, which is just a safari jeep that goes through a series of enclosures, and I'm assuming there's specialized gates for that, right? That it drives through. So, release one of any habitat species into the wild. Anyone? It does it like one of these? Like, just right now? Just right off the bat? Because there's elephants in here. Don't they have to be adults before you do that, though? Alright, bye. See ya, I guess. We got rid of a female elephant. Build a transport ride. But there already is one. Why do I have to build another? Ugh. There's already one. It's already there. What is underground? I can't even go. The camera hates going underground. The camera still hates going underground. Is it just a pathway for people? Huh. Weird. We could build an exhibit down here. Build a transport ride. Well, what if I delete this one? Does that count? Would that count? If I just delete this one and rebuild it? Or is this one... This one's closed. So do I just have to finish this one? It's just not long enough. Oh, it does count. It's just not long enough. It's not connected. It's actually not connected. Okay. I understand. It's literally the same track stuff. How long do I need it? 22.97. These are 22 each. Where's the other end of it? Right here. Okay. Done. Increase the education rating to 1.2 stars. This is just a food court. That's just the ride. Go up here. There's giraffes. So do we already have educational stuff for the giraffes? I don't think so. So that's what we'll do. Alright. Facilities. Education. I want it like in here, I think will be the best place. Right outside the edges. And then is there a wall? There's a wall separating this. So this is elephants. So we could do... You can also place another kind of info board with all kinds of info for your park. There's a web camera? Wait, what? It's like a trap cam? Can you link this one? The conservation board? Can you link like a camera and set it to actually show video from inside? Because that'd be sick. That'd be so badass to do. Like in this game, that would be incredible. Yeah, I think you're talking about these ones. Do these have auto speakers in them? Let's see. What affects the elephants the most? Don't we need to know that before we do that? You guys want to learn about elephants? They don't have speakers? Well, we can add speakers for it. The African savanna elephant is endangered, but has a population in the wild of 400,000. Native to the savanna, forests, and mountains of sub-Saharan Africa, the African savanna elephant is a large, thick-set mammal with gray skin and characteristic trunk used for vocalizing, drinking, and grasping food. Both sexes of the species have tusks and are both known for their intelligence and strong social bonds, especially the bond between mothers and their babies. Females herd female herds bond for life, and even if a herd splits up, the females will remember and communicate with family members that they come across later in life. It is an endangered species threatened by the poachers. Okay, so poachers with the ivory trade, right? So probably we should do a thing on poaching here for this one, and then get like a regular education board. Oh god, that's the huge one. Get like a regular education board here. Yeah, this is more like for advertising. This one. We want the educational stuff. This is more like up here. Alright. There it goes. It needs power. No power up there. Is there power up here? Poaching and exotic pet trade. I don't know if we can get power all the way out to that bridge. What's a springbok? Is that what these are? Springbok. Little herd creatures. Yeah, I don't think you can get power out here. It's just... Unless I could get it underneath this, maybe? Because there's shops here, so there has to be power. Yep. There we go. Okay. There's like a middle point. And there's a seated area over here. So what is this enclosure? Hyenas? Where? Where are you? Oh, they're inside like a building. They're in here. The hyenas are all taking a nap. Yeah, we need to increase the education, so those conservation boards are probably good. These are probably good. Speakers. teach people about the animals. I hope somebody adds like a they should have just built like a pre-built like one of these just on like a stand. I'll have to search for one in the workshop at some point. What else was down here? Just the hyenas in this one, okay. Right, and then this is the zebras. There is a speaker. I don't know how much space you need for that, though. Like, needs to be able to have a large group of people. Maybe you could do it up here. I don't know. What's this? This says more elephants. Oh, this is just the other end. This is the other end of the elephants. Okay. Link seating. Yeah, you can get these like big stadium seats for actual like sit-down education. And they can watch like a seal show, like a water show. You can actually do like shows and have a TED talk, but we're not gonna do that. We'll just do the basic one, I guess. It is month. It is March. There's no power out here. So I don't think this is actually gonna work. Come on. No educator assigned. Hey, you. Ah! How do I assign you directly to this? I don't know what these work zones are. This is another station. This is at the Adventure Tour. So, is there like a work zone for that? Why can't I just click you to the thing? Is this the entrance? I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't think so. Just no work zone for now, because I'm not going to spend the time to figure that out. Right, the Great Caldera Safari Park. This is level 5 of the campaign here in Planet Zoo. What the hell? It's snowing. It's snowing in Africa. Increase education rating. Yes, we're working on that. Thank you. There's like no power out there, though. It makes things so much more difficult than they have to be. Do 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 do. Could I just like put this here? Yeah, look, there's like big gaps in the power grid. That's what makes this map complicated. That's how they get you. I guess you could maybe like have it floating up here. But the path, it does not want to connect to the path at all. It's not about that life. I'd really like to have something back here, though. Or out there, or halfway through. I understand why you don't want that. It's gonna look ugly. That's why. But that'll make everything a lot easier now. Now we can do all the stuff we want to do. Do 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 do. Video. Like right there. African elephant. It's like, did you know elephants have big ears? That's crazy. The more you know. Yeah, there's so many things to do in this game. If you're looking for hours and hours of content, this game has it. This game has it. You absolutely do. Need a workshop. I'm not sure where exactly it wants a workshop. If you could be a little bit more specific. Oh, that's the entrance. This is what I was looking for. This entrance is gorgeous. Look at this. I don't know what these are, but I like them. They're like bronze little branching giraffe pattern things. These are sick. I really like the look of those a lot, actually. Art Deco. So I'm assuming this would be added to entrance zone. Entrance area. I like that the guy whistles the theme song. I've always found that funny in the game. Was there anything to research on this level? I mean, kinda, but not really. There's an iguana. There's barrier upgrades, which has been reset, which is weird. Why would that get reset? The zebras are mating! The zebras. I like that it said the zebras are mating, and I instinctively clicked on it without question. It's fine. They just nuzzle against each other. But that means she'll be pregnant, and then it says due January year 3. So she's going to be pregnant for at least a whole year? Because it's now December year 1. That's TOS. I didn't tell them to do it. They just kind of went out. They just kind of... You know, what happened was one of the zebras went to the dentist. And then they got all excited about it. It's too easy. It's too easy. I've never had a hot dentist. I went and worked at a hospital at one point in my life, and there was a lot of hot young nurse students, like nursing students, like visiting and stuff. But I've never met a hot dentist. I've met hot nursing students. The original bill was 6.K. Your insurance doesn't cover any of that, does it? I don't know, I'm just asking. You don't have to tell me, it's not really any of my business. Is this actually a plant in the game? It's like a squiggle. What a squiggle. No, I don't think these count as plants because this is the decoration tab, right? Look at these pots. All sorts of decorations and stuff. Billions of items. Billions of items. You don't have insurance? RIP. I don't know if I'd be able to afford that, to be honest with you. I have trouble paying for my own stuff, you know? Property taxes and most of that includes mortgage in New Hampshire is insane. And it's only increasing. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! I've lived in the same place for like 12 years and it's gone up 83%. It's pretty cool. It's not even, I don't even understand. What am I paying for? Did someone pave my driveway gold when I was sleeping? I don't. The only insurance I have is car insurance. But that's really cheap. That's like $150 a year or something. And I've never had to use it. Like, I've ever had to make a claim. I've never crashed my car. So. But medical, I don't have medical insurance right now. I don't even know how I would start to go about that. Because I feel like you need, don't you need money to help you get more money? I don't know. It's a very complicated situation. You get medical and dental starting. I mean, it's good to have it. But it's also one of those things, like medical debt is one of the highest debt counts along with student debt. And the crazy thing is, legally, you never have to pay medical debt. Like, they don't, nobody comes for you if you don't pay it. I've known people that have literally, I've done it. When I had my eye surgery, like, all those years ago, I didn't pay a fucking dime. Nope. They only called me once, and they were like, hey, you owe us, I think it was like 12,000 or something for like an MRI. And I was like, I can't afford that. I was like, nope. And then I hung up, and they never called back, so I actually don't have to do anything with medical. Dental insurance is like, I feel like they would just bill you till the end of the earth. Like constantly, probably. You got charged over $3,000 for a hospital visit and you never paid it and it went away? Yeah, that's what happens. They'll like bother you once and then they just give up and they're like, eh. They don't care because they get so much money anyway. The crazy thing that's going on here locally is a bunch of hospitals are shutting down for several reasons. So I don't even know if we're gonna have hospitals. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Stewards is like bankrupt, so that's 25 hospitals closed. There's another local one that's facing like abuse allegations from both patients and staff, so that's going away. The one that's closest to me is like literally the worst ranked hospital in New England, and I've been there, and it's horrible. It's worse. It's worse than you'll ever imagine. When somebody tells you that a hospital's bad, they don't mean like, oh, it smells funny and you have to wait a long time. No, it's like a horror story. It's literally out of a horror movie, that place. When I had my eye surgery, it was literally out of a horror story. It was insane. The guests aren't running into this, are they? Oh, it's just litter. Okay. I was like, what is causing people to be upset? Did they forget to put trash bins over here, or is this actually part of the campaign? There's no way to know with Frontier. This whole path isn't covered. They probably just wanted to give you something else to do on this level. There's some here. Whoa. Yeah, camera acceleration in this game is kind of all over the place. Sometimes it goes really slow, and then sometimes it goes a million miles per hour. I feel like day one patch would fix that. Camera acceleration. It's not like the end of the world. It's just like, oh my god, what just happened? I just zoomed into the side of a mountain instantly. Do they want me to build another enclosure out here? Because I can. Maybe I should. Okay, well that decoration looks exactly like the trash can. Is that an actual... This is a trash can here? It's a horrible place for a trash can. That's why nobody's using it. I just hope you don't have to deal with the pain anymore, Corey, because that's really the bottom line of that kind of stuff. Is you just... I've dealt with tooth pain before, and it's not fun. So I just hope you you know, get it all fixed and then don't have to deal with it anymore. I think this looks like a staff-only gate, but these are guests, so I don't know if it's just not working or I don't know what's going on over here. This goes down. Try to put one underground there. This path goes to, like, utilities. So people are going to be pissed if they go to that dead end. I don't know what kind of animal noise that was. Is that the zebra or the hyena? Something made a crazy noise. Hot dog squad. Hot dog squad. I wish I could see what this work zone is. Feel like I just want to know. This is the food court side. Okay. Don't forget to get your hot dogs. Got a gulpy slush in there. Are we charging for bathrooms? Charge 25 cents for the bathrooms. That's how you make real money in these games. We're really close to getting my target. 1386 out of 1400. I think we just should wait, but part of me kind of wants to go over here and get a barrier going. So this is a null barrier. I haven't even talked about these yet. This is an invisible barrier, right? That's like, it's gonna be there, but you just won't see it, and then you build your own like custom stuff around it. It's really great. We need better stuff, man. I need better habitat stuff. And I can't wait hours to just unlock it in campaign mode. Okay. So we highlight the front. Add glass to it. We put a gate down here. Where is this path? Don't worry, there's only 10 million paths in the game. I only have to scroll through for an hour just to find the right one for this 4 square. Like, goddamn. Where? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Alright. What kind of animal should it be? We're gonna save, and then we're gonna choose an animal to go in here. We've got lions, more springbok, more hyena. I think it has to be lions, because that's the only thing I didn't see. I haven't seen hippos, but we don't have water. I can't really control the water. I think buffalo need water too, right? Just do a lion. One big, lonely lion. Send to the zoo. There's got to be power out here, right? The utilities are right there. If you see anybody carrying a box with a lion in it, let me know.
That track ride is proving very popular with the guests. You're really giving them a taste of Africa's wildlife.
There he is.
And when the wind pleases, often a smell, too. Listen, I know there's lots more work to do here, but once you've finished, your next project will be something really challenging.
Wow.
Hardly, because I won't be around to
That's
offer
a scary
advice.
cat. That's a
I'm
big
setting up a venture in
lion.
the
It's a big
Arctic,
scary
which will take up all of my
lion.
time. I might even get you involved in it one day.
Come on. There's gotta be power. Oh my god, it's just out of the range. Are you serial? I hate it. So expensive. So expensive. But I don't have a choice. I have to get education. Alright. What do you need? Lion. Hard shelter. There you go. Terrain. You want more short grass? Okay. We can do that. Want some rock? Do. So the lions don't like tall grass? Because I thought they like hunt in tall grass. Is that not what they do? Do plants, African grassland. So sometimes when I do this, I feel like it's not working correctly. Because there's no way an oak tree belongs here, right? Oh, it does. Okay, fine. What do I know? Fuck me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do. Elephant grass, huh? Alright. Just throw some stuff all over the place randomly. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Had a lot of follows today. I hope you guys are all enjoying the Planet Zoo gameplay. We're just going through the campaign. Kind of winding down, chilling, hanging out. I thought the rocks were going by size, but it doesn't seem like that. Is this game any good? Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, it's been functioning better than it was earlier, and I wonder if me reloading and making sure that I was signed in and had all the DLC, I wonder if that actually helped. Because I streamed earlier, and it was struggling a bit. And now it's not. So... yeah, no. That's good. That's a good thing. Do. Play some rocks. Where's the big rock? I want a big, like, 10 times the size of the rocks you're giving me, man. I feel like you're not understanding what I mean by large rock. This is good. We're getting closer. Because lions, I'm pretty sure, can climb. Most big cats can climb. I want to give them something to, like, you know, hop on and look down from, because that's what they like to do. Do. I hear elephants in the background. There's my weeping willow. It's still here. Look, right? Put that there, and then they can hang out in the shade here, too. Like in the middle. How cool would that be? I'm already seeing some good tools in this game. Because when I do micro detailing, I'm always looking for long lines of stuff. Just to fill space sometimes. Or clusters like that. You can do a lot with a little in this game. Micro detailing is important. Do. Alright, this tree's a little bit crazy. This tree's a little bit crazy. Alright, well. Can hear the lion roaring, so it probably wants some food and stuff. He's probably hungry. And I think he needs a heater. Right? What's the temperature? Is it too hot? It's 113 degrees. It might be a little bit too hot. We might need a cooler. I don't know if I'll just put it here. I'm not sure if they can get up there. I would assume that people can walk up, like, you know, and give them food and water and stuff. Do 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 do. The lion is sleeping. I'm scared this will make it too cold. I think that's my concern. But we might have to do some research. There's probably another type of, like, cooler. Does the game let you put a tiger in the same cage as a koala? Yes, but I think the tiger might eat the koala. So, if you're okay with that, then go for it. Why do people want to ruin things? Just make animals happy. It's kind of the point of the game. To protect the animals. I don't want to harm the animals. I want to save them from poachers and evil people. Speaking of poachers and evil people, let's put one of those conservation things out here too. So what are the lions threatened by? I'm assuming poachers, but there's got to be something else. Yeah, we have to do research for the lion. Do 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 do. We want to make the animals happy. Zoopedia will have the answer, won't it? I don't want to read this whole thing right now. I just want to see, it might be at the bottom. Conversion of habitat. So I guess, what's that, urbanization or? Let me see. Traditional, no, I guess ecotourism? The desire to visit exotic and beautiful places like Africa. People want to pay for these expensive safari trips, right? So that makes sense for the lion. I guess poaching would have worked too, but we already had one on poaching. This game's really good. It's been running really well for this stream. I'm having fun. I'm just out here having fun. We gotta look for a female at one point. I don't know if they're gonna give me one though. There's a cheetah, but I'm not sure if they're gonna give us a male. Or I'd like another female on the market would be great. Fix that solar panel. It's in the middle of nowhere. Animal Talk 2 has no power. I know, it sucks. It's so close to having power, too. It's like just barely outside the range. Come on. Just... I might have to do the same thing where we ruin it. Just make it ugly. With the solar panel. Might be the only way. Oh, wait a minute. Couldn't I just do this? And then remove? Come on. This isn't part of the habitat, is it? We could just do that. It looks like poop. But you could do terrain modification this time? On this level? Oh, I didn't know that. If I knew that, I would have did that over here on in the lions. Alrighty. What's the next objective? Because I think we're done with that, right? Let me just try to see. Release any 4 habitat species into the wild. Adopt and place 2 cheetahs. Well, there was only 1 cheetah. So... I'm confused. So they do want cheetahs at one point. Good to know. I'm not sure how these gates work. Habitat gate. Track. Airlock? Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know. Why doesn't it just snap to the track? Oh. Yeah, why doesn't it just snap to the track? Do I have to rebuild the track to do that? I'm too lazy to do it. Not doing it. We'll just have a overview like this. Alright, cheetahs. It does want cheetahs confirmed, but I only saw one on the market. I think sometimes upgrading stuff, like getting research, it's not even on the market anymore. Oh, it's right there. Getting stuff researched sometimes gives you more animals listed. Right? Like you unlock stuff. What the hell? Who dug a hole over here? I like the realism, but why? Oh no, don't connect to that. So what work zone is this? So we'll probably have to add it. Secondary area. That's all I needed to know. I can't even add it. Why did I even ask? I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea what time it is. I haven't had a phone for like a week. I have no idea what's going on in the world. What's happening, guys? Give me the good news. I know some of the bad news. Because I have a friend in Baltimore, so I know about that situation. Which is horrible. It's like absolutely devastating for that city. But, anything good happening in the world? Somebody give me some good news. Or just tell me something good that's happened to you. I'd take that. What am I looking for? Cheetahs. The cheetah. Species direct delivery. We don't have to quarantine it. Some animals you have to quarantine. Some animals you don't. The workshop's having a negative effect on people. Well, I mean, okay, and? What's your point? hidden by a tree. Like, what? Don't complain about stupid shit. There's a mechanic over here and everything's on fire. Is he stuck? Are you stuck? What are you doing? Why are you not fixing this? He is not doing his job. Okay, what was that? Water treatment? I could just replace it. Okay, fix this. Don't walk away! Oh my god. Water treatment, right? Yeah, it's for half of this water, I think. Mm-hmm. It's like freaking out because of the stairs that were already there. Yeah, that makes sense. The hell? What? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's doing the music! I'm used to it. I can't find this path. I give up. Can you fix this, please? Fix it, and then I'm firing you. Because I don't know what's happening back here. But it's wasting our time, our precious time, where we could be looking at cute animals! You're fired! Alright, where is the cheetah? We'll do this cheetah. And then we'll be done, probably. It's pooping. It's pooping out here. I think this might count as hard shelter, like back here. This is kind of funny. Let me guess, there's not going to be power out here. I'm not even going to look. Just let me guess. What is that? A gate to go around the back? Alright. It's not even connected though. Alright, it's not snapping, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Whatever. Let me guess, there's no power in the area. Of course not. God, stupid. I'm gonna scream. I must scream. I swear I'll do it. I just want the cheetah to be happy. Hey, we don't need this anymore. I can't unlink it. It's stuck. Please. Yeah, it won't let me unlink. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's like a forced research. Who knows? I think that's supposed to be is this a cheetah or a monkey or I don't know what that is. It's an animal sign. Some decorations to make people happy. There's all kinds of little fencing. Like, we haven't even really looked at a lot of this stuff. It's like all kinds of panels and shields and domes and shapes. Building pieces. What is this, an egg? There's literally an Easter egg here. I placed an Easter egg. There's letters. So you could write zoo or you could write cheetah. Have a bunch of signs. You can make custom signs and numbers and do it. There's so many possibilities in this game. So many possibilities. But I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, is place these down. And then that's probably gonna be it for me today. Because I streamed for several hours. I think I'm getting burnt out on just streaming. But the cheetah's happy. And we just have to wait for another one at some point. I don't know. Something's going on with these zebras that we'll have to figure out next time. They need a better shelter, but the game's not going to give them a shelter. And we'll have to download some like custom shelters because I'm getting sick of the same one in every zoo so far. So we're just gonna save. Thanks for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. I'll be playing Planet Zoo for a long time. We'll do everything I can do in the game. More career/campaign mode, more franchise. We're gonna do sandbox zoos, theme zoos. It's all gonna happen. It ran really smooth on the second stream, so I'm really happy about that. I'm not ready to give it like a rating yet. I think I'm gonna wait till they give it another like day one, like an official day one patch, and I want to check out some of the DLC stuff, and then I'll probably do like a straight up actual review of it and stuff. So, see you later, guys. Bye.